Hi guys, it's Dr. Philip Cordova with Core Chiropractic, and I got this question the other day, or this discussion about how to improve your posture, and can you just remember to have good posture? Now, I'm going to, of course, just by how I'm starting this talk off, that remembering is probably the worst strategy that you can have in order to make your bad posture good. Remembering is acting as if this is 100% just based on the fact that you can't remember to have good posture. If you would just, put a little piece of string around your finger, or you had more pop-ups throughout your day, sit up straight. The problem is you're never going to match up enough. It's never going to add up to where I now sit 200 hours a month at the computer and I've managed to sit up about 2 minutes once an hour, and suddenly now I have good posture. Remembering is basically acting like you don't have to get stronger, or you don't have to stretch, or you don't have to get adjusted. And remembering is just not going to be enough. I wish it was enough, but it's just simply not. So I noticed this growing up with my children. Actually, as my children were growing up, I had one that was more of my bookworm, right? Spent a lot more time studying, a lot more time hunched over, a lot more time playing video games. And if you sat him on the floor and said, okay, sit up, it was always, come on, sit up, you can do it, sit up. And he would always kind of sit rounded. My other two maniacs, on the other hand, they were always running around, very active, jumping off of things. They don't sit still, they exercise constantly. And when they would sit down on the floor to sit and watch TV, back was straight and they're sitting up. And I know just from dealing with these guys that if they knew that's what I wanted them to do, it was unlikely that that's how they were going to sit, right? They would just naturally try to resist against that and fight against that. That really helped me see the difference between when our muscles are strong enough and our spines are aligned, because, of course, my children were getting adjusted, that they could do a difference. They could see a difference in how they just naturally sat up straight. I think that if your back is strong enough, if your spine is in alignment, if you regularly stretch and work on the imbalances in your daily life, that good posture is just going to happen. It's going to be what's most comfortable. It's going to be the position that feels best. And if you don't stretch, your muscles are always pulling down here. If your back is not strong enough, it's always going to lose to gravity. And if your spine is always out of alignment, you're always going to be shifting over a bit to try to compensate for that. And it's always going to lead to bad posture. So if you just try to remember, what happens is you sit up straight for that moment, and then this tight muscle starts to pull you right back down again. And if you sit up there and you get tired, then gravity wins again, and it's going to start to pull you back down again. If your spine it's not in alignment and you're not comfortable, then you're always going to be kind of shifting around in your seat trying to make it work, when the reality is if you're in alignment, strong and balanced, you're going to sit up straight because it's going to feel the best. I don't think remembering is going to be enough. I would much rather you spend time working on your posture, but instead of spending time remembering and putting post-it notes and doing things to try to jog your memory, I would instead think that a better use of your time is to make sure you get adjusted, make sure you're doing the right stretches, make sure you're doing the right exercises, and knowing that if you just do your homework in that way, that you'll naturally sit up straight, you'll naturally feel good about that, and your pain will go away, you'll be healthier, and your posture will improve. So these are all things that you have to take into account when you're going to make a posture change. Now, if you're a regular patient already, you know that we want you to do posture exercises, and we have lots of things out there for you, including the different levels where we focus on different things. And so all you have to do is ask, or your doctor should be kind of prompting you to, like, hey, are you doing this? Hey, are you doing that? But if you find that you've not been following your home care recommendations and there's things that you want to work on, please have a conversation with me or one of your doctors about what should you be doing at home to make a difference. And if you've never been to our office before, well, that would be the great place to start, right? That means that you're going to come in, you're going to get a consultation, we're going to find out where your spine's at, find out how you're feeling, find out if there's anything going on inside of you that would stop us from being able to work on you. And then we would do the consult, do an exam, do x-rays, and make sure that everything's where it needs to be so that we can give you a plan. It's not enough to just, get adjusted every once in a while or do occasional exercises. If you have a plan, if you work that plan, you will see changes, and we are always wanting to make sure that our patients are on a plan so they can get the best possible fast and lasting results. If you have any questions, leave a comment, email us here at the office, message us through this Facebook page. We are happy to answer questions. We want to see our community get healthier, have better posture, and see the great results with chiropractic care. We'll see you next time.